Hello. I have absolutely no idea how to start this series. So let's just start by eating some toxic waste. Apparently this one here is the sourest flavour. So I've gathered 2 of them. I shall eat them at the same time. Here we go. Kudung. Oh! Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Redacted, and I welcome you to the first episode of the new series I'm currently in the process of making, Disorganised Diatribes, the series that is not a rip-off of random rants. It's not, I swear. But anyway,
I shook the earth.
I shook the earth. But anyway, welcome to the first episode of Disorganised Diatribes. It's basically I made that one-off video. I can't even remember what happened in it. That's not it's not a good sign that this series will work. But anyway, I made the one-off video and I thought it was pretty cool, the format. So I've made it a series, but don't worry, it won't just be like me tomfooling around. I'll be doing stuff. For example, I'll be ranting about things in a half jokey, half serious way, which has never been done before. No, I promise this is different. I promise it is. And today, my Coolian Julians, we're going to be reacting to the most topical, most talked about, viral thing in the world right now, parking spaces. You see, not a lot of people have talked about this, but there's been some new changes to the laws of who gets to park in disabled parking spaces. Now, I would have said this is quite a simple matter. Just give them to the people that are disabled. People that need the spaces. But no, it's not that simple. Right. So I'm going to read the article. I'm going to tell you what I think live. This will be interesting, I swear. One thing, I gave this article a quick scan just to check it was the right one beforehand. And one thing that I really love about it is that, like, it acts like there's a big community of people that are super into, like, what people can park in disabled parking spaces. I'll show you what I mean. 2019 Blue Badge Scheme. Hidden disability changes introduced. But this is the good bit, right? The Blue Badge Disabled Parking Scheme has undergone its biggest shake-up since it was introduced in 1970, with a host of changes. Like, why does this sound like an Overwatch balance update? Like, this is the biggest update to the game since launch. We've shaken up the meta. Like, we've shaken up the disabled parking space meta with a host of changes introduced from the 30th of August 2019. But what exactly is changing? Yeah, I've been meaning to react to this since June. Charities have welcomed the change, but some are worried that the badges aren't worth the paper they're printed on. What does that mean? What does that mean? So what exactly constitutes a hidden disability? And how will the changes help people? So this is a list of all the people now that are going to be able to get access to these disabled parking spaces. It's people with ADHD, amnesia, anxiety, autism, Crohn's disease. I shouldn't laugh. I don't know what it is, though. Lupus? Me? Yay! I get a parking space. It's me! Can anyone apply to and be like, yeah, me. That's one of the people. So, most of that is good stuff. I like the changes. I'm happy with the new meta. I like all the buffs and nerfs that have been added. It's a positive change. Thank you, Jeff. But there's just a couple, right, that I take issue with. So, that's a lot of new people for a start. Like, they're going to need a lot more parking spaces. Because if not, then they're going to fill up too quickly because there'll be that many people that need the parking spaces, and there's not going to be room for everyone. For example, anxiety. That is a ginormous issue. So many people face that. Like, that alone could double the amount of people that get disabled parking spaces. And they mention it in this. They say that charities are worried that if disabled parking spaces don't increase at the same rate as applications, then there'll be a problem. Now, I agree, but they haven't actually said what they're going to do to combat this. So nobody knows. Now, my brother is disabled. He is in a wheelchair, and we need the space so that he can get the ramp out the back of our car, roll him down it. You know, we need the space. But if there's not going to be the disabled parking spaces, it's gonna be bad. The other major issue I have with this is me. No, the other major issue I have is anxiety. And I've heard that the reason why it's going to be done is because people can get anxious about getting right parking space. It could make them panic, like getting parked up. But I don't agree personally. I mean, look at the picture that's on every single disabled parking space. It's literally a picture of a guy in a wheelchair, not a guy like holding his head going,
"No! What if I don't get a parking space?"
And I don't mean to be insensitive to people with anxiety. Like, in fact, a few years ago, I had to go to counselling and stuff, and I don't have any footage of that happening, but to give a demonstration, it looks something like this. So I'd be in a room with the counsellor, who for some reason in this situation is a violin, and I'd be like, "I'm having some major problems, I'm very stressed, I worry about everything," and they'd be like,
"How sad."
But seriously, counselling did help me a lot when I had mental health problems, so you should definitely seek it as an option if you're struggling with anything. The parking spaces are going to fill up too much, and these worried people are going to get all the spots, and not me. Minister for Disabled People, Justin Tomlinson, said the changes marked a watershed movement and will allow people to travel with greater ease and live more independent lives. Why? Because they poach? Because they park a few meters closer to the shops? I don't... What? What? Also, they'll be able to park on double yellow lines for up to 3 hours. Can people with blue badges do that? We've not. The DFT wants to improve council's enforcement of the scheme, with the theft of blue badges rising 45% in 2018, around a 6-fold increase compared to 2013. So in the last 6 years, 6 times as many people have parking badges. 6! That's higher than my IQ. So yeah, then they're like, so it costs £10 in England and £20 in Scotland. And it's like all the things you need to do to apply for one. I'll do it at the end of this video since apparently I'm allowed one. Me? So yeah, that's them are thoughts on it. Basically, I think there's going to be not enough parking spaces for the amount of people. Now, I'm going to try and fit 2 topics into each episode. So normally I won't be going so into detail on some of these. And in this series, I'm also going to be telling, like, stories and fun facts and stuff like that. So yesterday, I went to the shops somewhere I wouldn't normally. And there was this, like, shop. And it was, like, it was called Menkind. And I spotted a few of the single best products I've ever seen in my life. Like, I know now what is going on my Christmas list. For a start, we have this book. It's called How to Appear Normal at Social Events and Other Essential Wisdom. An amazing book from Lord Birthday. That says Lord Birthday. What? But the single best thing I saw was this absolutely essential product called the Rainbow Willy one. So it appears to be some kind of rainbow striped knitted glove that would be no, not inserted, covered would be placed onto the genital area. Am I allowed to say this on YouTube? Like, where's the need? Are there people walking around like, my balls, so cold? And I've just noticed this as well. It says on the packaging, it will really brighten your day. Is that a joke to how it's quite bright colours? I mean, I think it's a double meaning thing. I mean, would wearing a glove on your dick make your day brighter? Would that really help you get through those 9 to 5 shifts? Would that help you overcome your anxiety so you no longer need a blue parking badge? Where's the need? That's my question. So yeah, that was a pretty great shop. Oh! So thank you all for watching. This has been the first episode of Disorganised Diatribes. No idea how long this video is going to be. I've got 22 minutes of footage. This might be a 10-minute video, could be a bit longer, we'll see. Depends how much I cut. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what you think about parking spaces, toxic waste, and rainbow willy warmers. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Seriously though, I didn't mean any offence to anyone who's now got a parking badge. I'm glad you can park. I'm glad. Okay, fine, I admit it. This is slightly a rip-off of Random Rants. Me?